Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. At this time, as the graduates enter and prepare for commencement, we ask that all the audience members joining us this morning please take out your cell phones or other personal communication devices and turn them off. Change the ringtone to vibrate so that we do not have any unnecessary disturbances or distraction during this morning's ceremony. Thank you. Commencement is traditionally a solemn ceremony that is distinguished by everyone appreciating and respecting the accomplishments of the graduates. By conducting yourselves appropriately throughout this morning's ceremony, as we honor each graduate, we ask that you do not disrupt or disrespect our graduation ceremony by attempting to draw attention to yourself. Please honor and respect us for what we have accomplished by giving us the respect and courtesy that we have requested.
As we are honoring each of the graduates with the presentation of his or her diploma, we ask that your applause be held until all graduates have received their diplomas. Each and every graduate and family has worked incredibly hard to be here this morning, and as a result, each family has earned the privilege of hearing their son or daughter's name read. We will save our cheers until the very end of the program. From now until the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in your seats, wear your masks, and continue to social distance. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please remain in your seats until all the graduates have exited the arena. Thank you for respecting the wishes and rights of all the graduates and their families this morning, and we appreciate you for joining us for the 94th Northside High School graduation.
Welcome guests and graduates. On behalf of Fort Wayne Community Schools Superintendent, Dr. Mark Daniel, Fort Wayne Community Schools Board Member, Mrs. Maria Norman, and I, David West, Principal of Northside High School, do hereby certify that all the members of the class of 2021 about to be presented to you this morning have met the graduation requirements set forth by the state of Indiana and the Fort Wayne Community Schools Board of School Trustees, and therefore should be granted a diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed my privilege to now present the 94th graduating class of Northside High School, the class of 2021. At this time, I would like to introduce National Honor Society President, EEPO,
Good morning. Could everyone please stand? Please remove their caps as the senior ensemble performs our national anthem and Northside High School alma mater.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the pride of every student and the ideal of his dream. In her halls are fondest memories of the golden days of spring. She's our love, our alma mater, and for her our praises ring.
You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce to our salutatorian, my dear friend Alexis Karen Robinson.
All right. Thank you, EE. Good morning and welcome to our 2021 commencement ceremony. First, let me begin by asking the parents and or guardians of our seniors who are graduating this morning to stand and remain standing. This morning, sitting on the arena floor, are soon-to-be graduates of Fort Wayne Community Schools. We, your graduates, would like to thank our parents and guardians for your commitment, dedication, and unconditional support. At this time, graduating class of 2021, please stand and honor our parents for being for us in the past as well as being here for this morning. Thank you. Please be seated. The challenges and new norms presented to our class over the past year has been profound and unprecedented. The global pandemic turned the later half of our high school experience upside down. However, we had the ability to overcome and persevere even though we had never experienced something like this before. We had the guidance from our teachers and the help from our friends to thank. For me, that just doesn't go for the last 2 years, but with all of high school. There is no way that I would be here where I am today without the community I built with my closest friends, teachers, and coaches. All I wanted to do in high school was be the best I could academically, and that mindset at a time made me close-minded and perfectionist. However, as I started joining sports and clubs, I was able to understand the joys of high school and have people to talk to when needed. One of my teachers once told me, "Failure is an opportunity for learning because success can sometimes just be luck." And this changed everything for me. There was a point when I stopped actually learning and only focused on the grade. Then I realized that I need to retain what is given to me and have fun with the new knowledge. My advice to you, while it may sound cheesy, is to not take anything for granted. We are all here today, graduating healthy and with 12+ years of learning on our shoulders. Be thankful for the connections you've made and enjoy what life gives you. Do what you want to do and don't let others' opinions take that away from you. Whether that means going to college, trade school, joining the military, or going straight into the workforce. Though it may sound selfish, do it for yourself. Have fun, gain those relationships, and take those opportunities. Thank you. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce for his congratulatory remarks Fort Wayne Community Schools Superintendent and Class of 1979 Northside alumnus, Dr. Mark Daniel.
It's one of those things that as a superintendent, you look across this audience here. This is rather unique and special. As a North Sider, being here to speak to you about future. So as I speak with business leaders across our community and really across our state, they ask for really something very simple: success skills. So I'm not going to talk to you about algebra. I'm not going to talk to you about GPA. I'm going to talk to you about success skills. And I would say that Fort Wayne Community Schools graduates have an overabundance of these skill sets. So with that said, first of all, congratulations on making it to this day. You have experienced and learned much since entering kindergarten in the fall of 2008. While the past year has been particularly challenging, the lessons learned and persistence you have shown to reach this point demonstrate that you are ready to move on to the next phase of your lives. Whether you're heading to college, enlisting in the military, starting your career, or taking time off to find your path in life, I hope you're leaving Northside High School with these critical success skills. You know them. We call them the 6 C's. Character. Having a strong character is demonstrated by being responsible, having integrity, and being resilient. The class of 2021 has shown resilience like no other, and you have clearly learned that persistence pays off. Citizenship. As graduates of Fort Wayne Community Schools, you have had the unique opportunity to learn with and learn from students of different races, ethnicities, family structures, socioeconomic backgrounds, and so on and so on. That experience, whether you realize it now or not, helps you to think like a global citizen, to have compassion for others, and to better understand the complexities of a diverse world. Collaboration. I love collaboration. Throughout your years in high school, you have had many opportunities to work independently and to work with your teachers and peers. Some of those experiences have likely been great, and some not so much. But even in those times when you have struggled with others on your team, you have learned important negotiation and management skills that you will use in your future careers. Communication. This one's sort of self-explanatory, isn't it? If you can't communicate effectively, you will struggle. We all continue to work on this one our entire lives, I'm included. But our language transforms, and the tools we use to communicate will forever change. Creativity. We used to think only artists as being creative, but we have found creativity is needed in every discipline to ask the right questions, pursue new ideas, and be willing to fail. A creative mind can take what is learned in a failed attempt and apply it to a second, more successful attempt. And finally, critical thinking. A key change in education today is moving away from memorization and toward problem solving. You have unlimited knowledge at your fingertips, but you need to know how to evaluate that information and use it to solve problems. We have robots, we have computers. They can do many things for us, but only human beings can take that knowledge and make it meaningful. So let me summarize. Character, citizenship, collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking. As you go off to your next adventure, think about how you can hone these skills for your own success and the success of your community. Wherever you go, I hope you return to Fort Wayne with your 6 C's intact. And please, remember, we want to continue to move our community forward. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Daniel. In just a few short moments, we will begin the presentation of diplomas to the class of 2021. Before we begin, I'd like to take a few minutes to recognize individuals who have helped us along the way. I'd like to recognize the teachers and support staff who are here today and who are back at school, who have helped us with our assignments, our lessons, and helping getting on Zoom. Let us also thank you to the cafeteria workers, custodians, athletic coaches who helped us all grow together over the last 4 years. And finally, we'd like to thank the administration and district level personnel that have worked tirelessly to support this graduating class and the students of Northside High School. We truly appreciate the dedication and unrelenting attitude shown by everyone over the past 18 months. To our senior class, congratulations on making it to this point in your journey. What you do from this point is dependent on how you overcome the challenges life brings you. It is time for you to use the skills and training your education has provided you to venture out in the world and carve out a niche for yourself. However, no amount of skill or intelligence will guarantee success without possessing two things: integrity and work ethic. W. Clement Stone once said, "Integrity is having the courage to say no." It's to have the courage to face the truth. It's the courage to do the right thing because it is right. Because these are the magical keys to living your life with integrity. Living life with integrity is not easy, especially for your generation. The digital age is challenging. It's easy to send a text, post a picture, create a video, but the effects of such actions are permanently recorded and can have long-lasting consequences. So I caution you before sending tweets, posts, whatever those things are you do now. I urge you to consider what those actions would do or say if you were that person in those posts. How will those messages reflect on you 5 years from now? As Mr. Stone stated, sometimes integrity is the courage to say no and to tell yourself, not right now. Along with integrity, I believe the most important aspect that will help you in the future is work ethic. Work ethic is more than arriving on time, which I appreciate all of you doing that today. I appreciate you being on time. I appreciate you not having your phones out right now. That shows discipline. Work ethic is the effort and passion you render through every aspect of your life, chosen career path that will measure your success. Martin Luther King once mused, "If a man is a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, 'Here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well.'" My challenge to you today is to make masterpieces of your life. Make masterpieces every day in everything you do. In closing, the world you are entering is fluid and unpredictable, leaving little margin for error for those unwilling to learn. I urge you to be strong over the next few years as your integrity will be tested. Keep a legendary mentality and know that you will always be a legend to us at Northside. Thank you.
At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas. We politely request that you hold your applause until every graduate has received a diploma. The graduates sitting before you have worked diligently for the past 13 years to reach this moment. Your respect for the ceremony and for each of the graduates is greatly appreciated. After all of the members of the class of 2021 have been announced and received their diplomas, we welcome your applause as an appreciation of their efforts. At this time, we will be presenting the class of Northside High School 2021 with their diplomas.
Aiden Earl Walton, valedictorian. Alexis Corinne Robinson, salutatorian. Pyo. Asia Sol Wilson. Victory Paw. Jasmine Rose Hutchings. Omar Saad. Joseph Matthew Kipfer. Xavier Reed Lemcule. Elijah Richard Hardesty. Mahalit Germa Abebe. Javion M. Abernathy. Amani Abul Qasim. Isaiah Adams. Jadia M. Aguiar Hernandez. Ricarda Issa Amat. Malik Aldois. Alexis Ellen Andrus. Mong Ai. Brianna Leonella Barrera. Samantha Marcella Barrera. Gabriela Barrientos. Kyle Joseph Barba. Justice Jade Beard. Cheyenne N. Beard. Armin Begich. Charles Garrett Begley. Avery L. Belch Watson. Takira Kaylee Benson. Stephen Benya. Michaela Catherine Blair. Elizabeth Bolanos Zuniga. Brittany M. Boyd. Hannalise Claire Brandgard. Dylan Kane Bressler. Markeith DeVell Brown. Brayton Isaiah Brucker Caps. Brandon Wade Brundage. Shapri I. Buchanan. Morgan Bukambe. Desiree Marie Burns. Kalissa K. Renee Callahan. Carl William Capatina. Carla Morella Cardenas. Skylar Jaden Carruthers. Vindier Allure Carter. Star Chambers. Austin William Chapman. DeMarcus Chapman. Destiny Danae Clemmer. Brooklyn Ann Coburn. Ronald Collins. Haley Elise Conway. Hayden Nathaniel Croston. Whitney Ramona Croston. Selena Christine Cruz. Stalin Alejandro Cumbe Arias. Vincent Weston Curry. Capone Anthony Daniels. Alexis LaShawn Davis. Hattie Beatrice Davis. Isaiah Manuel Davis. Grace Seabury Debus. Bila D. Jasmine L. Delgado. Yaslin Diaz. Tyler R. Didier. Annabella Jurovich Topolovich. Angel David Dominich. Janaya L. Drawn. Alyssa Rose Earls. Tariano Easley. Xavier J. Eberly. Trista Nicole Eckert. DeMarcus Collins Eller. Ethan Eric Elsie. Jacob Philip Engel. Lydia Pearl Irvin. Lamar Ahmad Clay Fagan. Alan Joseph Fairchild. Ada Marie Fancher. Abdullahi Yahya Farah. Lawrence Matthew Figgs. Jada Michelle Ford. Donald Eugene Francione. Colin Isaac Francis. Genesis Franklin. Taylor Monet Fritz. Elias Garcia. Josephine Patricia Garcia. Sierra Garza. Ethan J. Gaudet. James Patrick Gifford. Sierra Marie Gilcrease. Joshua Robert Girton. Alexia M. Goldwood. Jasmine Gonzalez. Aquan Jaden Graff. Malachi Harley Graham. Mijael Grajales Alvarez. Kendall Malachi Gray. Kennedy Staley Gray. Jordan James Green. Connor C. Gregory. Sydney Lynn Grepke. Samantha Abigail Gwivenkin. Wafa M. Haidar. Haley A. Hammersmith. Devana Shapri Hardy. Sarah Nazar Haran. Oscar Z. Harrison. Corey Elizabeth Healy. Anastasia Marie Henry. Trisha Lynn Hurd. Darrell Hill. Sierra Marie Holland. Kaylee Ruth Hoppy. Madeline Marie Ingram. Quay Clo Tu. Nae Thable Tu. Hannah K. Hebner. Sarah Ann Huffstetler. Brianna Taylor Jackson. Dylan James Jackson. Quentin Julian Jemison. Alicia Mackenzie Jen. Jada C. Johnson. Kayla Lynn Johnson. Kevin Kalen Johnson. Lorene Ayana Johnson. Christopher Joshua Jones. Sean R. Jones. Aiden M. Jordan. Jason Michael Jordan. Cora Justice. Kobe Allen Douglas Knorr. Harris Karolich. Kelsey A. Carricker. Amaya Nev Kaufman. Marissa L. Kiesler. Excellence Mazakala Kisonga. Gage Robert Klein. Gracelyn Danae Klusner. Jenica K. Cordy. Nicholas Robert Kranz. Elser Koo. Aurora Abigail Culp. Toa Klu Kwa. Caleb Lamb. Hassan Lamberts. Tiffany N. Lampy. Kyle Lampley. James M. Land. Emily Catherine Lane. Amari Leanne Tashay Larry. Marquise Leach. Dominic James Daniel Lee. Draven Decimus Jonah Lee. Joshua LeGros. Nicholas J. Levy. Gracie N. Lixon. Brianna May Looney. Erica Edith Lopez Overmeyer. Clesia Lewis. Kira Mia Luthi. Sean Clayton Luthi. Varen Devon Lynch. Asacia Ophelia McGee. Grace E. Mancia. Christopher Markey. Brandon Eliseo Martinez. Desmond Jaquan Mays. Grayson Montgomery McCard. Arion A. McCarter. Dasmond Charles McKenzie. Jacob Edwin Meisner. Debony Mendoza. Jennifer Janet Mendoza. Vanessa Janet Mendoza. Ethan Bradley Metz. Jamarcus A. Miles. Ashley D. Miller. Kiara L. Miller. LaShawn Maxwell Miller. Denali Alexander Champagne Mitchell. Isha Farah Mohammed. Mauricio Mondragon. Heo Mu. Isaiah DeAndre Moore. Micaiah Amari Yvonne Moore. Alyssa Elizabeth Morgan. Lex Daniel Koili Moriao. Tracy Nicholson. Taryn Corinne Nicola. Mason A. Northrup. Neil Hoy Huam. Sydney Oberly. Gannon A. Ocock. Honora Ogunsusi. Natalie Emma Olinger. Janae Marn U. Christina Del Rosario Oriana. Trinaya Shanae Owens. Brooklyn Leah Palm. Anthony James Orion Park. Darian Wayne Parker. Damari Allen Parker. Kumal Rakesh Kumar Patel. Cole Joseph Patterson. Lair Paw. Traden Quantrez Purnell. Gwendolyn A. Pettibone. Kevin Stephen Pineda Guachachulca. Aspen L. Pippert Board. Simon J. Palmer. Clayton Eric Ponder. Wilder David Powers. Maxwell Allen Preston. Olivia R. Price. Eric Quintana. Aiden James Rader. Ethan Matthew Ralston. Alexandra Donna Raymond. Ramirez. Jennifer Ramirez. Selena Cheyenne Ramsey. Brenna Lene Randolph. Leilani M. Rayburn. Keith Sean Red. Trayvon Lazarick Redmond. Samaya Jonay Reed. Addison Reiterman. Caitlin Roy. Christopher Daniel Reynolds. Quentin Clark Rhodes. John M. Roach. Adriana Marie Roberts. Deslin Javon Robinson. Gabriel Michael Robinson. Kylie Ann Robinson. Jasmine N. Rogers. Angelica M. Romero. Shelby R. Romines. Elizabeth Ruiz. Justin Rumrell. Logan D. Ryan. Morgan Ann Salas. Haidar Saleh. Latrell Sampson. Melissa Sanchez. Melissa Nicole Sanchez. William Alexander Sanchez. Viviana Santoyo. Anastasia Marie Scott. Emma A. Seawald. Adrian Antonio Sewell. Brandon Michael Shoemaker. Keith Anton Sherelds. Caden L. Skinner. Joshua Andrew Smith. Malik Ali Jabret Smith. Angelina Maria Solares Shajon. Connor Gabriel Springer. Zyra K. Springer. Antoine David Staker. Benjamin D. Stewart. Santiana M. Stiles Thomas. Anthony Michael Storm. Eiley R. Tanner. Antoine Demontre Taylor. Kam Let Thong. Asanet Maria Thomas. Breshawn L. Thomas. Noelle Nicole Thompson. Hay Blut 2. Cody Carl Top. Abigail L. Troutner. Jaden Michael Vachon. Onan J. Van Camp. Wanda Varela. Leslie Vargas. James Alexander Vasquez. Alex Jude Venderly. Kennedy Sheridan Vinson. Jalen Maurice Walker. Randy Raymond Walker. Haley Nicole Warner. Deschanay Warren Hill. Idalis Denise Washington. Deani Kiwan White. Malachi E. White. Christian Lestat Williams. Kamira Renee Wilson. Olivia Soleil Winget. Eli Witham. Natalie Marie Wright. Shy Brandon Wynn. Akia Young. Achilles Zimmerman. Amber Marie Steger.
At this time, it is my privilege to introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2021, Mr. Aiden Walton.
Thank you, Mr. West, and thank you all as well, all of the parents who came tonight and made this all possible. But ultimately, the greatest thanks should be given to the students sitting before me, whose hard work and dedication to doing well led them here today. Getting to this point was a long journey for many, and a difficult endeavor for most, as going above and beyond in what you do in order to be successful is in no way an easy task. We all know that reality more than most. And that is why I hope to now bestow upon you all a few words of wisdom that have helped me strive for success, not only in school, but in other areas of my life. A set of words that have helped me to keep me in a mindset where I was driven to accomplish my goals and to achieve success in most of the things that I do. On the path to being successful in the things that you do in life, to strive in any situations you find yourself in, there are two words that should guide you on that path more than anything else. Those two words are, I can. Throughout my life, especially my school life, there have been times where I've just had enough, where I've encountered challenges and obstacles that I just did not have the time nor the energy to deal with. I think that we have all been at that point at one time or another. We want to throw in the towel just because life got a little more difficult than we were ready for. And if you've ever found yourself in such a situation, then you know from personal experience just how hard it is to drag yourself out of it. But there is something that I have found that has always worked for me that might just work for you too. If you're ever that stuck, try just saying the words, I can. Try saying that I can do this, that I can make it happen, that I can and will succeed. By just doing this, you will cement your determination, your drive for success, deeper in your own mind than any other person ever could. If you can pick yourself up from the ground when you fail, just by saying two little words, then you will achieve more success than many people achieve in their whole lifetimes. By making the words, I can, the mantra of your life whenever a challenge begins to overwhelm you, nothing can stand in your way. Class of 2021, please stand. One of our last acts together as the class of 2021 is to move our tassels from right to left, signifying that we are graduates of Northside High School and therefore alumni. At this time, please join me as I move my tassel from right to left. Music.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the 94th graduating class of Northside High School, the class of 2021. Congratulations, alumnus.